Jake Castilian original. Hot as heaven, cold as hell.
I was 18.
California weather was as predictable as a barking cat.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Eat your kids on the couch.
That's what we're opening. Welcome to Crack Timeout.
Hey!
Crack Timeout.
Crack Timeout. What you living?
What it all about?
What's it all about, man? Welcome to Crack Timeout. My name is Hunter. That's Jake. He has a terrible haircut, and let's talk about it.
I did get a haircut.
Jesus Christ, man, what is going on?
I went to the.
Where'd you go? You said, hey, can I look like a?
Think of it. Pull it.
Well, I'm thinking it's the first couple minutes of the pod. Do I really want to throw a hard?
Okay. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Hard corn dog.
We're gonna have to corn dog it if I say it.
Don't say it then. I deleted the corn dog.
You definitely went to the barber and were like, "Yo, make me look like a corn dog, though," and you know what I want to say right there.
I know. I
want to have the most corn dog looking look. My bad.
I had long hair, and it was in my face. It was in my eyes. I was eating my hair.
Uncomfortable, as you say.
Uncomfortable. And I said, I'm booking my haircut today. So I got a haircut at 3 o'clock.
Booking.
I booked it. I went to Refined Men's Hair Salon. I went to a men's
It's so
salon.
funny how you can't even go to a barber shop. That's how, like...
Barbers don't handle long hair well. That's facts. I don't know if you've
So
ever
what'd
had
you
hair
do?
as long as me, but...
What'd you do?
What do you mean what I do? I went to there and I said, what's up? I said, let me get that student discount.
Is it a man or a woman first?
It's a woman.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you get the student discount?
I did, even though I'm not a student anymore. I did lie about that.
Well, you can probably get away with that lie for a couple years.
I said student, and I said student, and the lady thought I was in high school.
Easily.
So I was like,
You're
chilling.
good. You can
Yeah,
pass that for...
I got a couple more years of that. I was like, student discount? And she's like, oh, is class in spring break right now? And I was like, no.
Spring break.
I was like, spring break. I was like, no, it's all online. She's like,
Spring break.
I was like, oh, no, it's all online. And she goes, you can do high school online? I'm like, yeah. And I just left. And then, but that was the secretary or the front desk person.
She's like, yeah, I dropped out. Everyone in my family did.
You got pimples, woman? Shut up.
Dude, talk about pimples. I've got in between my eyebrow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, those hurt. I don't know if you. It's made me have a headache.
Oh yeah, those do hurt. I get pimples on the side of my face, every which way but loose.
Can we be honest?
Yeah.
Now your haircut, it highlights something. It accentuates something, and I pointed it out right when you got here, and I think it sort of made you mad.
I did not get mad.
Well, you got a little perturbed with me, and
I'm
it's
just saying
all good.
you also have this. But go ahead.
Well, I may have it a little bit as well, but not maybe as bad as you. But we can agree that the back of your head flat.
Oh,
You got a flat back of your head. And they say,
I don't know.
the rumor is about this.
Yes.
The rumor about the whole
Yes.
flat back of your head thing is that your parents didn't hold you a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That they didn't hold you enough for gravity to take effect and sort of round out your skull. Therefore, you have a flat back of your head. Where do you stand on this? I just simply am asking a question. No disrespect, too, by the way. No disrespect. Just nuts. No disrespect. I mean,
here's the thing. I don't know how my head is flat or if it's not flat. All I know is when my brother was born, he had a cone head.
Your brother had a cone head.
Yes. And that
you want to know what that comes from?
vagina.
No, that comes from when they're doing like a birth.
Oh, the head comes out
coming down
last.
the birth canal.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll stick a little thing on there and suction like a vacuum the baby out.
Wow.
And that's what will create that
That's
on their head
that's
for a
gross to
little
think
while.
about.
Because when a newborn's born, their bones ain't really hard yet.
Yeah.
They don't actually like solidify until they come out, and because they gotta, dude, babies come out weird looking.
Mm-hmm.
And this is about to get wicked corn dog. What I'm actually about to say,
Uh-oh.
but some Chinese people come out blue, right? When they're
I
first
came out
born.
blue. I came out blue.
Really?
I was blue. I was suffocating.
I heard that. No. Like they have like a birthmark on there. Like will be a blue mark on them somewhere.
Oh wow.
Like it's like Avatar almost, but not really.
Avatar. I
I heard this.
yeah.
You know where I heard it from too? He's a famous artist. The guy from Facebook. He did what I'm talking about. Cho.
Oh, the Asian guy.
Yeah, he had like a show on Adult Swim or
Oh,
Comedy
he talking
Central.
about on there.
He's like a painter dude.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
talking
I know
about.
what you're talking about.
He was saying that you come like a Mongolian blue or something like, and supposedly it
Interesting.
comes from Genghis Khan and a bunch of people. Corn dog bag.
Dang it, buddy! I know I gotta work. I don't want to have to watch these back.
No,
and
my bad, dude. I mean, history's history. I mean, you want to get mad at me?
You know what?
Because Genghis Khan went around the country doing work.
I ain't gonna corn dog it. I'm letting it sit. I'm letting people sit with that.
What is it? It's the truth.
No, I know,
It's the harsh reality of what the world is.
But no, I mean
He's out here splitting blue birthmarks.
splitting blue birthmarks.
Oh, damn.
That's what you were saying. Anyway,
It's all good.
I here's the thing. What I was doing. So I came out. And I'm like a baby, whatever. But the head, but
A baby or whatever.
but I was blue because I was choking by the umbilical cord. I was getting
Okay.
suffocated out. A lot of problems. But anyway, so for the haircut, I get my haircut.
Back to your haircut.
I'm getting my haircut. My hair's super long, and I don't know how do you feel talking to? Do you talk to a barber?
Oh my God! One of my favorite things to do
Talk to your
on
barber?
this earth is go to new barbers, and then lie about my life
Oh, wow.
completely,
Yeah,
dog.
that's
It's my
crazy.
favorite thing.
That's
to do.
crazy.
I go. I'll sit down. I own a construction company. I inherited it from my grandpa. We're doing really well this quarter.
Mhm.
We might even do I might get a new boat for Havasu. I'm getting my wife new boobs. I'm doing like a whole thing. I'm lying my ass off to these guys. I've done so much. I mean, I hate to say this, but it's the truth. I've done so much fake business, dude, inside these barbershops. I've told people, "Oh, I'm thinking about opening up a barbershop, where you live in." Like I've gone as far as getting
Like, where you
people's phone
from? And like,
numbers.
on Lake Forest. Like, are you driving 30 minutes to work? I'm about to open up a shop where you live.
I've told people all kind of stuff. I'm a teacher. I told someone I was a teacher at a college once.
What does this do for you?
Honestly, it's just a fun exercise. I feel like to just be someone else. Put on some different shoes for a little bit.
So do you ever
Step
go? Do
inside
you ever
of
go?
them,
Do you ever
feel
go
'em.
back to the barber?
No, see, that's what you can't do that because you'll fuck up. Have I? Yes, I have gone back to another barber that I've lied to, and then he'll start telling me like, "Man, aren't you like how'd the movie set go? Like, was it all good? Did the commercial go well?" And I'm like,
Enrique,
"Oh, dude, I crushed the Progressive commercial. I'm in there."
it'll be out soon, man.
Yeah. So you just gotta, dude. I had this when I first moved out here. There was a lady in Riverside cutting my hair,
Mm-hmm.
and she told me all kind of stuff about her life, her kids, and I was going along with it. I told her I was married. I was single back then. It was crazy.
Wow.
It's fun. Is okay? Do you think it's wrong? Do
No.
you think that's weird?
No, because what are you gonna talk about with a barber? One time I had I get my cut at a salon because my hair is so long. Not anymore.
I couldn't imagine really doing this with women all the time, though.
The woman cutting my hair was Russian, and she didn't say one word the whole haircut.
Oh my God, that had to have been
It
terrible.
was so awkward. I was sitting there. She didn't even ask how my day was going. And at the end, she still wanted a tip, though. So she was like, "Don't let my bad mood ruin yours." And I was like, "What?"
She commented on how shitty the
Yeah.
actual haircut experience was.
And I was like, "You getting $2?
Oh my God,
$2." And
You still tipped her?
I gave her $2
You
on a
tipped her
$48
$2?
haircut. $48 haircut.
Oh man,
I
you
said,
got along.
make it even 50.
Oh man,
Make it even 50.
you
But-
should have went to our barbershop.
Barbers don't cut long hair well. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you don't understand. Barbers are for getting faded up, squared up, molded it up like you.
What do you think you got right now? You got a box look going on.
But it was long though. They
You
don't
got
handle
like a-
long well. One
you
time
got the mullet, but with just the top. You got the back end cut off.
last time I went to a barber, they cut my hair like this. They went up. They went up like a triangle. And it looked terrible. And I was like, I'm never going back to a barber ever
I'm gonna be
again.
honest. I did used to like. It is something. There is a lot. There's something way more comforting about a woman touching your head than
Yes.
a man. I'll say that.
Definitely.
Because it's like with a dude, they're doing stuff with their hands. That's something I think about a lot. Is like,
I don't think about that at all.
I know what this guy's doing with his hands, a little creepy.
I just think women are better at cutting hair. That's just my thing. I mean, maybe the
Really?
best. For the hair that I have.
If you were gonna get a tattoo, okay. So here's all right. I like this. So you're saying women are better at cutting hair.
Yes.
Now when it comes to a doctor, do you want a man or a woman to be at the doctor?
I don't really care.
You don't really care.
I just want someone who's like gonna make me feel like I'm not dying. That's all I want.
So you just want to see like Harvard or something on the wall. That's all you really care about.
I want someone who's good at their job.
Okay.
When it comes to, man or woman, doctors doesn't really matter for me.
Now, taxi driver or Uber, do you want a man or a woman? And this is we're not okay. It's not like a offensive thing we're doing here. Maybe we're just talking about the experience.
If I'm being for
I've
real,
had better experiences. If I'm being honest, I've had more fun experiences with women Uber drivers because they have like more.
I was
of
gonna
a
say
story.
women because one time I drove an Uber with a man and I was worried he was gonna kidnap me the whole time.
I took one in L.A. the other day, and I swear I think this guy was doing an accent the entire time. He was doing like a fake accent.
Hello.
Dude, he was doing like a fake British accent the entire time. It
Oh, he was trying to be an actor. He's trying to do that.
yeah,
James,
dude, he was straight up talking to us about it. He's like, "Yeah, I'm a," or I don't. Whoa.
He's like,
I
I'm
just
an-
went Jamaican.
He's
Right
like, I'm
there.
an actor.
I don't. I can't even do British. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm an actor.
Hit me with it. Fish and chips.
How do British people talk? I don't even know how British people talk. I've never met one.
I'm trying to think like Austin Powers. I'm trying to go there with it.
British people be like, sorry,
Sorry.
I'm trying to be an actor and shit.
I don't know, but it was terrible. But it was like a 20-minute car ride of him just faking an accent.
I would be like, bro, is this accent real?
I mean, but he was doing it just good. And, okay, I'll be honest with you, cool-ass black dude wearing like one of the...
Black.
Yeah, he had a reverse Kango hat, button-up shirt, gold chain. I mean, he was like...
Yeah.
We were in a Cadillac, too. This was like a nice car he picked us
I
up
just
in.
elbow picked you up.
Basically. But
were-
like more, he had a gut. I'll be honest. He did have a gut.
Little gut.
And I'm like,
Wait,
yeah, that's why you're not
What's
making it
up,
in
young
Hollywood.
blood? You're like,
You know?
yo. That's probably
but
why
it was
I
pretty cool,
honestly-
man. Ubers are okay. So then now, all right, airplane pilot,
Come on.
male or female? What are you doing?
I don't really. This is. I'll be for. I mean. there's
Okay,
only-
if you see, I'll tell you one thing that scares me. If I see an old motherfucker, that's
That's
the
the
air.
problem.
If I see an old man,
I want someone young in there, like 45.
if I'm getting on the plane
Mm-hmm.
and I see a 65-year-old guy, like, and I can tell you 65, grayed out,
Yes.
a lot of air miles on you, buddy.
Yes.
Hey, hang up the wings, man.
Yes.
I don't know if airplanes have keys, but drop them. You know, we're done. You let it go. You have a heart attack in the sky. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
You're going to let the trainee take over, Brad? We going down.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine.
There are only a couple things where I'd like I want like a man, like a chef. I prefer if it's a man.
No. See, that's
Let
where you're
me
fucking up.
finish. Let me finish.
Women are more artistic.
No.
They'll put more love into things.
I
And
wa-
I've
I
explained to you how to cook with love.
There's only select few things I want to be a man.
Okay,
that's,
go ahead.
That's a chef,
Chef.
a dentist, and a president. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hey. Can I get an
I'm
amen?
joking. I'm joking.
Roll Tide, baby. Let's go.
That's a joke. I've seen. What's a woman leader? Margaret Thatcher.
We don't. I mean, man.
Can you name one?
No, what's her name from Canada? Or no, Alaska. They made a porn about her. Remember?
Okay, I'm saying the ones.
Nailin' Palin.
I'm saying ones that actually got elected. I'm saying ones that have been elected. Has there been elected ones?
You had Hillary Clinton.
Elected, not picked by their husband. I'm saying by themselves.
Well, you
Different
got
countries.
Tulsi Gabb right now.
What I just say? Elected to a high office, like rules the country. Who rules Britain right now? Is it a woman?
Brother.
Yeah, I don't know.
I barely know what's going on here. You think I know what's happening in Great Britain right now?
I bet there's a country ran by a woman that's doing good right now, but I feel like I don't know, not Saudi Arabia. She. What were they
Them
doing?
boys do not play over there.
What?
Oh, you're gay? Let me kill you with a rock.
You could not go to Saudi Arabia, bro.
You
They would kill your
Yeah,
ass.
because you got to be. I can't be saying. I'll say all kind of stuff. All right, tattoo artist. Would you go with a man or a woman for a tattoo artist?
Here's the thing. I feel like a man would be better. I feel like a tattoo would be nicer.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
The exact opposite. And hear me out.
Women are mean.
Not only do women are more light of touch when they
Mhm.
touching you, so it don't, in my opinion, don't hurt as bad. A man don't really care how you feel at all,
Yeah.
so they'll like dig into you. But in my experience, when I get tattoos, you always want a girl to do it because they have like just a little
said
bit
that.
more. I'm not gonna art wise, probably it's par for par. But women, I'll say, have a little bit softer of a touch.
A guy
Now you go get a big burly girl, give you a tattoo.
Oh yeah. I get your mom in there.
You're in for whatever. You might get,
I have a friend who wanted to be a tattoo artist, and he was saying like the reason they like doing tattoos because like your art is traveling all over the world. What they say.
Okay, well, that's called optimism, and after a couple of years, you lose that.
That guy
I'll be
sucks.
honest.
I hate that guy anyway. I don't even know his name anymore. Probably Jerusalem or something like that.
Jerusalem.
I think he was Jewish. Most tattoo artists are, I feel like.
Look, man, my art travels all over the world. I'm such a good tattoo artist. That cow I put on my buddy's back is in Vietnam right now.
That thing's fighting the war right now, man. Fucking cow and shit.
That tribal tattoo I put on my boy Brock.
Brock. Brock?
I got a cousin named Brock. Brock
Dude, that's
Black.
a cool name. He's a wait, Brock what?
Brock Black.
What's his name? Brock Black?
Brock Black, Bo Black, and what was the sister's name? Coral Black.
That family sucks.
Hey, they're pretty cool. Their dad, they were cool people, man. I grew up with them. Brock, I think, had some legal troubles. I'll be honest
That's
with
facts.
you. You could look him up. Probably has a couple cases pending.
But
he could be incarcerated right now, honestly. Brock just got married. Shout out him. Hope he's having a great, happy marriage.
he's cheating. Okay.
He's cool. He's a man. I wish it was so different, dude. I remember when I moved out here, I hung out with these kids. They were just like throwing dips in. I had just moved from California. I've got like a bunch of tank tops with like. I had a bunch of tank tops. When I moved to Alabama, all I had was tank tops and like
You're still
shorts.
wearing them. You're still wearing the same tank tops.
Ah, well, yeah, I know. Because in California, you can get away
Third day
with
you've
that.
worn that.
Huh?
Third day you've worn that. I keep reading Unruly all week.
Yeah. Well, what do you want me to do? Change?
Yes.
Brush your teeth. Your breath stink. Boy, I've been smelling it since we sat down. Smell like shit. Like you been chewing on dog ass. You been sucking on your mama's just nasty shit.
I'm gonna keep all this in.
Go ahead.
I am.
You ain't never brushed your teeth. You come over here every time with your breath stinking like ass. Yellow and shit. Corn cob ass mouth.
First of all,
What?
my breath is bad.
It is bad.
I have tonsil stones.
Ew.
I have halitosis.
Go get a fucking
I have gum disease.
Ew.
My teeth are falling out.
Are you serious?
No, I was just ending your dumb improv.
You got nasty mouth. You've been chewing on ass. What?
First of all, oh my bad. Never mind. Got all of it.
What are we doing?
I was just your breath stinks. You drink coffee. Your breath stink.
My breath is nice.
All right, back to the crack timeout. So my haircut.
Your haircut sucks.
I know. I didn't say it didn't suck. All right.
You said, hey. Oh, never. I can't do it.
I said, cut my hair. I showed her a picture of me, and she did not do anything like that. Sometimes when I go to haircut, I'll show them a picture, and they'll be like, nah, yeah, that's not gonna look good. And I'm like, it looks good in the picture though. They're like, nah, let me do what I got in my head. And I'm like, all right. So they cut my hair the way they want, and the whole time we're just talking about
the way they want.
And the whole time we're just talking about like their hopes and dreams, like you know what I mean?
The barber?
Yeah, the salonist or whatever. She's like, I'm in college right now. I'm like, aren't you 55? You know what I mean?
Let it go.
Let it go.
Ho.
She's like,
You know what my girl says, and I love it?
what?
If it's in the center of the grocery store, don't buy it.
Why? What's that?
Because if you think about it, only the fresh stuff is on the outside.
Yeah.
So, like, you got your fruit and stuff, and then you got the meat in the back, and then typically you got your dairy
Oh,
items,
okay.
eggs and stuff coming down this way, and they're fresh
Yeah.
bread and deli up front. That's where you want to shop. If it's in the middle, it comes in a box.
Y'all
Kellogg's.
don't eat that middle.
No,
Really?
no. Do our best. Now, obviously, if I got to hit the...
There's $3 of Peeps in the pantry right now. I
Those Peeps came from my grandmother, and she sent them. And how many have I ate? Almost a whole box. Now, I'm not saying that I've got self-control. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when I shop, I try and shop on the
Bro,
outside.
I gotta show you a picture. I don't want to pull it up. I went to the movie theater and they have a Peeps flavored icy,
Ugh.
and I was like, "Yo, Hunter needs that."
I don't just fuck
I
with
took a
Peeps.
picture of it, and the guy behind the counter was like, "Why you take a picture of me?" I said, "No, it's that my friend Hunter wants that." And he goes, "Really?" And I go, "What's it taste like?" He goes, vanilla." And I went, "Okay."
Vanilla.
I said, "Vanilla."
Ooh, vanilla icy?
Yeah, ew. That's what I said. So he's a
It's
weird
good.
dude.
A Peep is just a marshmallow with, like, sprinkles on it.
I know. I'm not saying it's just kind of weird to eat a Peep. I'm about to sneeze right now, by the way.
You don't like marshmallows? Bunny shaped? Oh, ugh. Bless you, man. Gesundheit. That's what people used to say.
That's a-
Gesundheit.
That's
That's a waste of time is what that is.
a liberal. That's a liberal. God bless you. Gesundheit.
liberal.
That's a liberal. God bless you. Trying to leave God out of my God bless you, bro. No, I'm just kidding. My mom. I used to say bless you.
Just got that.
I used to say bless you as a child. My mom would be like, "Where's the God?" And I was like, "God bless you."
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
She would check you on saying God bless you?
That was not just my mom. That was my school. I went to a Christian
Wow.
school, and they said you gotta say God bless you.
Oh.
Gotta say God bless you. You gotta say oh my gosh, and that's really. It was kind of you couldn't hug girls.
You couldn't hug.
You were not allowed to hug a girl. That was a big thing.
You know, my high school prom got shut down for, like, twerking.
Well, my high school was cool with twerking. That was of course. I saw a teacher twerking with a student.
Really?
I said they ain't gonna call it. You know what I mean? Chaperoning, chaperonering, chaperonering.
Mine got shut down because they were like, y'all are in here acting wild as fuck. Canceled.
Really?
Canceled.
There was a woman who was on.
They serve barbecue at mine.
There was a girl who was on
Senior
Molly
prom.
at mine, and she was like,
On Molly? Dude, do you remember the... Wow, I just had a memory. There was a group of girls from my high school days. They
Mhm.
called themselves the Brat Pack.
"Yes,
You remember this?
I don't have that."
The Brat Pack. It was like the group of pretty girls, right? They on prom night, they had to all go get their stomachs pumped.
Oh, that's right.
Because they soaked tampons in vodka
Mm-hmm.
and shoved it up their corn dog, you know?
That's probably gonna cause them cancer and no kid one day.
Dude. And they all, like, OD'd on alcohol pretty much.
That's crazy.
The Brat Pack.
The Brat Pack. That's
I don't think any of them died, but they all had to, like, I'm pretty sure a couple girls had to go get their stomachs pumped.
that's crazy.
That's like just drink it. What are you doing?
What? It's like that's so white trash. Like, let's stick it in our tampon and shove it up our coos.
You're thinking about that? It's pretty. I mean, I bet that's got to be a thing somewhere. People are probably doing that with something.
No, That's motherless, fatherless activities. That's all that is.
What do you mean? These people were rich. The people that did this were all involved with real rich girls.
So what? The mother and father are heavily involved with the rich.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. They just okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can see that.
Yeah, these aren't good people we're dealing with.
There was
This is the brat pack they call each other.
There was a girl who got burned up real bad from like the fireworks, the mortars, you drop it in the tube and it shoots.
Yes.
We was gotten to like every 4th of July we'd get into firework wars. Someone was driving by, poof, went into the window of a Ford Raptor, her boyfriend's car.
Oh no.
The mortar blows up. It burned up her leg.
Oh.
3rd-degree burns all up and down
gosh,
her leg.
breaking up with her.
Inside of her. Yeah, that's so cold. Bro, her leg got all burned up. The inside of his truck caught on fire, bro. They had to, like, extinguish it. It was
My
crazy.
truck. My leg. Bitch, shut up. My truck and
I
shit.
think it was almost just like that. I think there was a whole situation of it.
That's so
It's
funny.
crazy. I was not involved in getting that girl burned up. I will say that.
You were not involved with that?
I was
Allegedly,
not involved.
allegedly, Hunter was not involved with that. Do we believe him?
No.
We don't believe him. But
Dude, those days were crazy. I remember one time we got into a fist fight kind of deal, and then we're leaving because me and my buddy Drake were sort of outmanned, outgunned. So we're hauling ass. This car, a Ford Taurus, is following behind us, bro. We sling like 2 corners. We pass the police station. We pull up to his house. We hop out. We run inside, right? I grab a wrench. I'm standing out front of his house with a pipe wrench. And then these 3 dudes get out the car, and they're like sort of starting to say something to me. I hear behind me, door closed, screen door. My boy comes out, and all I hear is click, 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 click. He's standing behind me with a revolver that was unloaded. I look, I'm right in the line of sight. He would have shot the back of my head off trying to shoot at them. But he was really pulling the trigger trying to shoot. Like, he ran inside and grabbed a gun and was trying to ruin the rest of our lives. I'm like, bro, we're 16.
Damn.
What are you doing,
man?
man?
That's a scary story.
Yeah, his name was Drake Beavers, bro. Shout out.
I'm not blurring that out. So he's just out there now. Shout out DB.
It was crazy times, man. We were crazy. He almost shot me right in the back of the head. I was really worried about that.
That's one of those life.
I was down for my people, bro. I had a pipe wrench. I was ready to.
My high school, we had a rivalry with this other people because, so my friend group, and their friend group were like friends, but like a couple people. But then those people had like a falling out because someone smashed their expensive bong. So now the groups were like at odds. And
over that.
Yeah, and it was funny because a lot of these kids were like so rich. They had like golf carts and stuff.
Okay.
And some of my friends also had golf carts. They lived on golf courses, you know what I mean? And they had like golf carts with like they were like chasing on golf carts with no one could drive yet.
Golf cart wars. This is
golf cart wars with knives though.
Whoa! Why are y'all rolling so heavy?
I know, it was Indian kid. You know what I mean?
Just had a bunch of knives.
I'm gonna say his last name was something like Sanjayani. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, those guys are wild.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give a fuck.
He's dead on the sweatshop. We all worked there. It was cool. No, but you know Ozzy Osbourne's song Mr. Crowley. Mr. Crowley. Bam, bam. You ever heard that? Never mind. We used to say Mr. Serjani. It was the whole thing.
Man.
But we went to In-N-Out last night, or what? How was it? 2 nights ago?
In-N-Out was good.
In-N-Out was good.
Always good.
In-N-Out's always good.
Go
We
to
got there
In-N-Out.
though, and there was some type of dance, a college and or high school. We couldn't tell. We were near a college.
Okay.
There was a lot of people.
Oh,
in suits,
you
yeah.
mean how everyone was dressed? Okay, I was
Yeah.
like, what is he talking about? No. Everyone was like formally dressed, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. Okay, yes. All right, I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah,
They were.
That was strange. We're trying to go to In-N-Out. Everybody's in a dress.
Everyone was very way too formally dressed to be in this In-N-Out.
You're gonna like this though. One time I went to In-N-Out with my girlfriend, and everybody was formally dressed. And I asked this one guy, I was like, "Why are you guys dressed up?" And he goes, "We're watching the UFC fight." They got dressed up to watch UFC fight. That's your fan base. But
yeah, I mean, they putting a tux on to watch.
and then
the
they were
UFC,
like the
that's
most
crazy.
annoying kids ever. They're like, "Bro, let me cut. I got this fucking Mexican in front of me." Wasn't everyone talking about me? Talking about some Mexican, it's some dad and his son.
Oh, were they being racial in line?
Racial and mean to this Mexican dad and his son. The
Aw.
Mexican dad was obviously a gardener. He had a ripped up shirt. Poor boy is in front of me, man.
Dang.
I know.
Where are you at? Why didn't you stick up for these poor people?
You think was egging him on, bro? I was like, get that poor motherfucker. Why he in front of you, man? All poor and shit. He can't be in front of you all poor. Look at his shoes. Those ain't even Skechers, man. What the fuck? He was like, look at you. And then I was like, you know. I mean, it was the whole thing. But we went in and out, and I ordered a shake.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, so here's something Hunter always says about me is I always dick crash out.
You always find some way to pull up some way. You try to find in your head when you don't know where to go, you immediately go sexual in some way, shape, or form.
And I try my best not to now after being called out on that. I said I want to stop dick crashing out, which is why there's not much dick talk.
crash out.
There's not much dick talk on the podcast.
We're trying to do less dick talk on the podcast.
Less dick talk. Hunter talks talking about dick still. And then
Tough sometimes.
and then but we were at the In-N-Out and I ordered a shake, and I don't know if you ever had an In-N-Out shake, but they're hard to drink with a straw. So I was like, let me get a spoon. And so I said, let me get that spoon. And Leigh's like, do you want a straw? And I was like, I don't really want to suck right now, which made it uncomfortable for the woman. I'll put it that way. Like, like when you get like a nice.
I don't want to suck right now.
I was like, I don't feel like sucking right now. And she was like, it went from like, I think she said I was like hitting on her, which I wasn't.
Oh my God, bro. That's, ugh.
I wasn't trying to hit on her, but.
She looked at you like that though? Like
She looked at me like, I was like, dang it.
Oh man,
You know?
striking out.
So when I wanted a straw later, I had Hunter go get her for me.
I walked up to the girl. Hey, can I get a straw?
What'd she say?
She's like, oh, you trying to suck right now? No, so he just handed me the straw. I was like, okay.
Like, bitch, how do you
It'd be so funny. She's like, oh, that that corn dog wants a straw now?
Oh, Mr. Corn Dog wants a straw now. Yeah. No,
Oh,
that was
Corn dog king in the back needs a straw.
Blowjob king? Dick crash out king in his back?
There you go. Right there, dog. Prime example, everybody. That's a dick crash out.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta stop messing with the cords so much.
I'm just living my best life, man. What's going on?
Anyway, the moon was out that night. We had our food.
Hey, bro. Hey. They'll be commenting on the moon and us hanging out at In-N-Out, bro. You're making me feel weird, dog. You over here talking about you can't suck. The moon's bright, you know. You probably wrote a poem, bro. The poem?
Yeah.
Can you please start writing more poems?
I could probably pull up poems on my phone right now if you want me to.
Like, can we play? You know what?
We'll cut if we have
Crack
to.
Timeout, Poem Hour. I'm about to start writing poems because
Poem hour. Here we
Jake's
go.
poem about crashing was just, it changed my life.
I wonder if it's on.
It changed my
this
life.
I know it's on one of these emails. Okay, poems. Okay, I mean, look how many I have though. Look how many I have, dude.
Let's go. The world needs to hear
Oh, I
this.
found fumes in an old car, dude.
I want you to.
Also, I went by the name Jake Castillion. I didn't even go by the. I didn't want people to know who I
Jake
was.
Castillion, everybody. Jake
Oh,
Castillion,
man.
go. I want to hear
Oh man,
a Jake Castillion original.
I can't read these. I'm
I
sorry,
want you to put real effort into it.
bro.
Go.
I can't read these.
Let me read it.
I can't read
Let me
these.
read it.
No, I
Please,
can't read
the world
these.
needs to see this,
All right,
dude.
I'm
Let me
reading.
read
I'm
it.
reading. I'm reading.
Come on, let me read one too. We're both gonna read them.
Okay, read
Crack
this one.
Timeout, Poem Hour. Let's go.
All right. Ready?
Let's go.
It's called Hot as Heaven, Cold as Hell.
I want you to do it.
Oh, I thought I was reading it. All right,
I'll do it.
all right.
I want you to perform this.
I want you
Take
to read
a
it.
second.
I want you to read it. Hot as Heaven, Cold as Hell by Jake Castillion. Go ahead.
Guys, I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna really lock in, and we're gonna do this right now.
Dude, you're not going to get through it.
We're gonna do this
You're
right
not
now.
going to get through it. I guarantee it. All right, go
I
ahead.
can't look at you because I'll die laughing. Here we go.
Can't do. I'm telling you.
Crack Timeout, Poem Hour. Jake Castillion original. Hot as heaven, cold as hell.
I was 18.
California weather was as predictable as a barking cat.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You can't keep reading.
California weather was as predictable as a barking cat.
Yeah.
I woke up at an abnormal 7 a.m.
Dude, I can't keep reading this.
No money or coffee to wake up.
I don't even drink coffee.
So I hopped in a cold bath.
Facts.
I'd like to be warm, but my bill was too high this month. Spent too much on nothing.
I live at home.
On my way delivering other people's food, and my stomach growls like a puppy.
I did not say that. I did not say puppy.
You think I'm lying about puppy right now? You said puppy, cowboy. On my way delivering other people's food, and my stomach growls like a puppy. Done with work, and it's too hot for my hoodie now.
Facts.
Have to take it off and prowl around. Have to take it off and prowl, bro. You are a corn dog, bro.
The prowl is so creepy. The prowl is so creepy.
Done with work, and it's too hot for my hoodie now. Have to take it off and a prowl around the city for an open bar.
Yo, what? I couldn't even drink at the time.
Leaving the bar and now too cold for my shirt, but I left my hoodie at home.
Yeah, this guy
The
sucks.
wind meows like a wolf in the desert city.
Is it almost done?
At least in Alaska, you know you'll feel like shit all day.
That's a good ending, though. That's not a bad ending. Dude, what was I going through? No more.
This is insane. Please. What is happening? What is going on in your young mind as this is happening, bro?
Dude.
How old were you when you're writing this?
I was 19 years old for this.
You gotta understand that is gold. What were you doing with the whole loud as a cat's bark thing? Were you just like trying to
be weird, dude? Trying to be weird as fuck. Oh my gosh.
Please give the world one more.
I mean,
Please
oh
give the
my
world one more.
gosh.
I want you to. I know you know the
Dude, I
timing of
thought
it.
I thought How to Summon Close was so good I did it again, I think. Dude, you're too emotional.
I need another one. I need another
okay,
one.
I'm
and
looking.
I need you to really sell it. I want you to sell it this time.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna be quiet,
Okay.
and we're gonna let you get through this.
Okay, this is called I Am Very Dumb. Right here. Look at that. I am very dumb.
I'm very dumb. A Jake Castilian original.
Okay, here we go.
Jake Castilian is honestly, dude, the greatest thing I think I've ever heard.
Look up Jake
That should be
Castilian.
your stage name. It's
Look up Jake Castilian. You can find a short story.
When
about
I
me
bring
online.
you up tonight, I'm bringing you up as Jake Castilian, by the way.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm-
Don't do that. Don't do that. Please no. Please no. Please
I'm
no.
gonna be like, Mikey, yo, you heard Jake's poems before? Yo, my boy Jake Castilian changing the game right now. Let's go. All right.
All right.
Get serious, lock in, perform this poem as if we were at a
Bro.
slam poetry night.
Keep in mind, 19 years old. I'm just trying to write. You know what I mean? It's 3
I'm
a.m.
not judging you.
You know when you can't write a joke? This is where my mind goes to.
Didn't even want to know
All right.
that, but go ahead.
I Am Very Dumb by Jake Castilian. I have no more mind. And worst, I have no answers for anything that matter. My mind is never made up on issues involving politics and religion. Will a toga make me smarter?
Bro, let me read it. Let me read it. You're not reading. You can't stop laughing. Let me read it.
Read it from the top. Can't ignore the spam call.
I am very dumb, a Jake Castilian original.
Read by Hunter Ladner.
I have no more mind. And worst, I have no answers for anything that matters.
It's a good point.
My mind is never made up on issues involving politics and religion.
Facts.
Will a toga make me smarter?
It's a good question.
Maybe a crown of leaves.
What?
Crowns don't work. Just look at history.
What?
I have no convictions, which makes me an emotionless soul.
Yo, that's wild. Yo, that is wild.
Emotionless soul? What is going on? What is happening?
I don't know what's happening with these.
I have no conviction, which makes me an emotionless soul.
Facts.
I act like I care to fit in. People think they know how I think,
This is
but
a
it's just a facade.
It's a psychopath, by the way. It's because gonna murder people.
Even if they knew they wouldn't care, hell,
What?
they'd probably agree. They don't have a brain either.
You gotta stop, dude. You gotta stop.
Is this page break? Page break? Where else? What else did you have to say? Page break. Jake Castilian is one of the greatest American poets that this world's never known.
Oh man.
You need to look that man up. He's out
Oh.
here changing the game. You're great. You're
Oh,
honestly,
man.
you've made it, man. You've done everything you need to do.
The other ones on that are Roadkill.
Oh, we can save this. We're
Yeah,
gonna do more. We're gonna do more. Trust me. I'm bringing Jake Castilian back onto the show. Don't worry. He's coming back to the show.
Oh man,
That is hilarious.
that was tough, dude.
I love that.
That was tough.
That's great.
That was tough to read.
No, that's fantastic. You were feeling emotion and you wrote it.
I was feeling a lot of emotion.
You wrote the emotion. It was raw. I just can't imagine. Just like
You can't really imagine me doing that these days.
that's how I know for a fact.
I'm a psychopath.
you were getting no corn dog. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You were getting nothing.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, you weren't even getting looks from chicks, bro. They weren't even
It
saying.
was the pandemic. I'll put it that way. It was the pandemic.
You were just going to Chipotle hoping to see
Oh, man.
make eye contact with a girl through a mask. Boy,
Dude, oh
you'd
my
go home and write
gosh.
poems about that.
I was
shit.
telling nobody about that, by the way.
Dude, that is Jake Castellian. It's so funny. You were doing it under a different name. It's
I don't want anybody to find that. Imagine someone I know finding that before like it's funny. You know?
I got a pitch too. Don't remind me to hit you with my next movie pitch
Okay.
after the show.
What
It's,
tell them now? Oh,
pretty
was gonna
good.
steal it?
well, I mean, probably not. So you
Oh.
know, I'm loosely related to Wyatt Earp,
Yes.
some way, shape, or form. My family.
You
is,
claim to be a direct descendant.
It's well, I haven't looked at the exact family tree, but there's a history there. There's definitely a lineage. I'm thinking I want to do. How cool would it be to do like a? You know, I'll save this pitch for later
Save it. It doesn't matter. Say that pitch. Say that pitch. Say that pitch.
because I think this could change the game.
For the future, we got to do Jake's poetry, and I also have a bunch of short stories too. So I'm going to quick one out right now. No. That's enough of that.
Short story,
I got short stories, bro.
like okay,
Want me to pull the one that got published up right now?
pull me up. I need to see. I didn't know I was sitting with a published author. Everybody, Jake Jones. Welcome
Okay,
to the
I'm
show.
looking up Jake Castellian.
my bad. Jake Castellian, welcome to the show. I'm glad to have you here today with us, man. You know, for those of you who don't know, sitting at home, Jake Castellian is a published writer. He's been published on multiple poem websites and a couple short stories websites, and he's here actually in studio today to read aloud one of his published and acclaimed short stories. And Jake, take it away whenever you feel comfortable.
I forget what it's called.
Okay, now
What else been going
what
on?
did I have earlier? I feel like I came with something that we didn't
What did you do
go over yet.
What did you do today?
What did I do today?
Yeah.
I repainted a bathroom.
Nice.
Dude, I almost got into it with an old lady, actually. I did get into it with an old lady.
Oh,
I
yeah?
called, one of the, well, I don't know how much I want to talk about this, but
We don't want to get sued.
going through some legal things.
You know what I mean?
And, you know, just gotta be careful.
here's one thing I want to say. I want to say thank you to everybody who watched our shorts.
Dude, we're getting somewhere with it. We're making, you know, we're going to change the world one day. And one day people are going to be like, damn, I knew those guys when they were just had 90 subs. 91.
So always like, comment, subscribe, even if you don't like what we're saying.
No, you know what? He takes that back.
Why?
We're never going to be those people.
You have to be.
No, fuck that.
That's how you remind people to like, comment, subscribe is by saying it. Hey, like, comment, subscribe.
Okay. Like, comment, subscribe.
Even if you don't like,
I'll sell out quick.
Hey,
Coca-Cola, fucking Disney, I'll sell quick.
Hey,
So just whatever.
dislike if you want. You know what I mean?
Tell me I look stupid. I do got guns. We can all agree on that.
Mulch is there.
Mulch.
My haircut does look not great. I look like a child. And I was doing a basement.
You sat down. You said, hey, let me look like a lesbian. I said it.
I'm
I
not
had to
corn,
get it
I'm,
out.
I'm
I
not
had to
co- I'm
get it
not
out.
corn dogging that because I wish. You know why I never say I look like a lesbian? Because one time a lesbian was like, you know, there's hot lesbians, right? You guys don't look anything like a hot lesbian.
Okay, well, obviously we're not talking about that one. We're talking about the one wearing cargo shorts and like a tank, a
Southern
polo
lesbians.
tee.
Southern lesbians.
We've already done this.
We have actually not done this.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there is there's a certain type of, you know, aggressive woman out there, especially in the South. I've met a bunch of them who, you know,
They don't need no man.
they don't need no man.
They don't need no man.
They'll drive a Dodge Cummins
Yep.
truck.
Facts.
They'll throw a dip in.
Facts.
Some wintergreen Copenhagen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you know, but you know what? I'm not even really. I don't got no beef no more with them. I did have a beef with them for a while, but I let it go.
Let that go. You saw one fight each other though, huh?
I did see a fist fight, y'all. And one thing
Yeah.
I want to talk about here, and this is just, I'm against violence in general. I want to
Mhm.
start by saying I want to start here, and
Yes.
I'm against violence.
Yes.
Do I enjoy violence?
Who doesn't? Who doesn't enjoy some violence?
My favorite sport's the UFC. I will say that.
Yeah. So
I'm
you
not gonna
watched.
say I love to watch them bleed, but I like to watch them bleed. You know.
So you saw a couple lesbians duking it out.
I'm in a
diner.
Waffle House.
Yeah.
Two girls come in. One of them is more of this, you know, haircut just like yours,
Okay.
very similar, right? Sperry boat shoes,
Interesting.
tan cargo pants, polo shirt, roll tide tattoo somewhere on the arm, you know.
It's a lesbian that voted for Trump.
Exactly.
Okay.
Maybe you know what's really big in that community too? What are those hats called? They got the whole brim cut out, but it's just the visor still.
Yeah. Okay, the newsboy hat type thing.
What are they called? What
a
are those called?
A newsboy hat.
No. It's just cut off at the top. Imagine if my hat just didn't have no rim around it.
I don't know.
It's like a visor or something. I don't know. But they wear
Oh,
those.
a visor. It's a visor. Yeah, it's a visor. Look. Yes.
Anyway, man. They walk in, right? And then the other girl was real pretty. So I mean, they could have been friends, whatever, normal-looking woman. And they come in, they sit down, they sit in a booth in Waffle House. Now, if y'all know this, booths are pressed up against the wall. They sit away from each other, facing each other. An argument ensues. They start getting mad at each other. It's also late at night. They've been drinking, you could tell.
Obviously.
We're sitting in the far corner. Now, the thing what I'm getting to with violence, when it comes to man-on-man violence, people step in pretty quickly because they know things can get out of hand quick. Someone could die.
Someone could slam their head against the table.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Over with quick. When it comes to man-on-woman violence, people get involved even faster because no one wants to see a woman get hurt.
No.
When it comes to women-on-women in violence, I'm going to tell you this right now. Everyone takes a lag step. I don't know why if they're trying to
let's see what happens.
See a titty pop out or something, but everyone just takes they take a step back and they let it play out.
Yeah.
The big problem here, Jake, in this Waffle House is normal girl walked in, 120 pounds.
My size.
Girl with the Sperry boat shoes on, Roll Tide tattoo.
She's looking to smack.
Every bit of 250.
Wow.
Big girl.
She could have gotten drafted.
Big girl throwing hooks inside of a Waffle House.
Yes.
Nobody's doing nothing. I watched this girl get punched probably 14 times.
Oh, my goodness.
Before anyone even stepped in. And you want to know who stepped in?
Not you.
Another big old black girl.
Wow.
So now, what's happening? We got an interracial fight going on now, dog. They start going at it. They roll out. When I say roll out, they really did. A lot of body. They rolled out of the front door. And again, the craziest thing about this whole ordeal is how calm the cook is as he's sitting there flipping hash browns, dude.
Yes.
It's like that guy has seen some shit. Mm-hmm. He's just sitting there. I mean, he might as well just lit a cigarette while they fighting. You know what I mean?
You're like, what happened? It's like, that's all that happened.
Waffle Houses, man. Have you ever been to one?
Waffle House? Of course.
Okay.
I love a good Waffle House, a good IHOP, Crack Bear.
Dude, I remember
Crack Bear.
Waffle House in Panama City Beach, Florida, dude. I'll always remember that place as like Panama City Beach, Florida, man.
I got to go?
Well, I honestly I think it's actually shut down. It's not what it used to be anymore.
Oh.
But bro, when we would go as kids,
Mafia ran it.
It wasn't even, it was just lawless, it felt like. You could be 16 just with we used to drink what they call bullfrog. You take Mountain Dew, you get a packet of Kool-Aid, red Kool-Aid, and a liter of the cheapest vodka you can find.
Wow.
Pour it into the 2 liter, the packet, and then you roll it around on the ground back and forth to each other, and then you drink it, and it's called bullfrog. Don't ask me why we called it bullfrog, but...
Bullfrog?
The guy who told me how to make that, this is where I want to say to you earlier. Where do you stand on this? On... like second, third, fourth chances?
I'm all about the chances. It depends what you did.
How many chances?
What'd you do?
How many chances are you before you just like, okay, no more?
It depends
chances?
what. It depends what.
There's this guy that taught me how to make bullfrog. We were friends when we were
What did he
kids.
do wrong?
We were friends when we were kids.
What did he do wrong?
And he has now, over the years, become notoriously known as like the guy who hits women. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
He's gone to jail over it, so he's been convicted for it.
Okay, if he can run a fast 40, I'll give him about 5 chances.
Whoa!
But if he just doesn't do anything at home, it's 0 chance. You know what I mean? You hit a woman, you go to jail. But if you can play for my football team, it's a couple more chances.
Okay, so you're like, if you're good at something.
If you're good at sports, I look the other way. I'll buy your jersey.
Wow.
I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
says a lot
I'm just
about your
kidding.
character.
It's a joke. Go Von Miller though. You know what I mean? Ray Rice.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't know. It's been something that's been eating at me because I was reading this thing too. And I guess what started this whole controversy in my little area is because he just recently had to go back to court for something he did a couple years ago. Now, according to some people I know, this guy's got his life on track.
Yes.
He's doing good. He's marching in the right direction.
Yes.
He's trying to do better.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just in the very recent past on social media been getting slammed for a lot of the things he's done.
Yes.
So I'm sitting here like, okay, I knew this guy once. He obviously took a left turn in life.
Yeah.
We separated. I don't know what he had going on with all that. But it's like, as a person, do you give who am I to carry judgment onto him? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Cast judgment onto him.
Who are you?
But it seems like a lot of people in my area are slamming him pretty hard right now for his behavior. And it's like, well, how do you not? Because you're pretty much doing the most evil thing. Beating up a girl is like...
terrible.
You can't do that, man.
Can't do that.
He's done it.
If someone did it around me...
he like broke a girl's arm.
Oh my... Okay, break an arm. I immediately
snapped the forearm.
If a guy snaps a girl's forearm, I put that guy in a crack timeout.